Official Wandering Weekends Campground Review for Stephen C. Foster State Park near Fargo, Georgia. Welcome back, friends. If you are new to the channel, we welcome you as well. And we always start our campground reviews with a little explanation of how we do them. We have 6 different categories, and we rank those categories 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. And the categories are accessibility, scenery, atmosphere, cost, comforts, and kid-friendly. Let's get going with Stephen C. Foster. Starting off with accessibility, and holy cow, Stephen C. Foster is in the middle of nowhere. And a lot of people may really like that, and I totally get it. But accessibility-wise, it is about as far off the beaten path as you're going to get and still be able to access with a big rig, a large motorhome, etc. And east of the Mississippi. I know there's maybe some places out west that may be a little further away from civilization, but this is about as far away from civilization as you're going to get. As far east of the Mississippi, it scores a 3 on accessibility. Next on the list is scenery, and you kind of got to know what you're looking for here. The Okefenokee Blackwater Refuge is one of the last places on Earth that's very similar to what dinosaurs would have seen. So just knowing that, the palm undergrowth, the pine forest, the big Blackwater swamp, it's just so cool. Scenery, it gets a 9. Third category is atmosphere, and we score things like staff friendliness, size of campsites, were there any parties, anything like that, anything inappropriate, and we didn't experience any inappropriate behavior. The staff was extremely friendly, and our campsite was actually very large, so we kind of have to score it based on our experience. Atmosphere at Stephen C. Foster scored a 10. Next up on the list, number 4 is cost. And cost is exactly the same as most other state parks in Georgia. $35 a night gets you water and electricity, and that scores it a 5 for cost. Second to last category is comforts, and comfort scores things like nearby dining, campground amenities, campsite amenities, and privacy. The privacy was extremely good in our campsite. Our particular campsite's the best privacy we've had at any Georgia state park, and I would say any RV site to date. The nearby dining, recreation, shopping, however, really crushes the score. You are in the middle of nowhere. It is a 40-mile round trip just to get to a gas station, and that's not an exaggeration. So just be prepared. It's kind of cool in one aspect, but then if you're looking to, piddle around on a Saturday afternoon outside of the campground, you're going to be doing some driving. So comforts scores a 5. Our final and favorite category is kid-friendly, and this one's interesting because they didn't have a playground on the campground or in the campground, so that kind of hurt the score. You have to be careful. There's a ton of wildlife at Stephen C. Foster, and not all of that wildlife is friendly, so that actually hurts the score a little bit. It's cool to see them, but you definitely worry about the kids just wandering off by themselves, even for a few seconds. The demographic of campers was good. There were several other kids there. Very little campground traffic, which was really helped this score. And the campsite was suitable for kids. It was flat, but there was there was swamp within 10 or 20 feet. So you have to really be careful with that. What lives in the swamp. And overall, though, it scored an 8 for kid friendly. Okay, on to the bonus round, and Stephen C. Foster is unique, so we knew it would get a few bonus points here. The first bonus point is for the dark sky. You have a certified dark sky area here. On clear nights, you can see the Milky Way. That's really cool, especially east of the Mississippi. It's hard to find, so that's definitely a bonus point. They also do a great job with ranger-led boat tours. Alex, I believe, was our leader, and he did a wonderful job, so they scored a bonus point for that. And then you can also rent power boats and go out yourself. The Blackwater is actually very well marked. There's signs all over the place, so there's not a lot of worries about getting lost. So 3 bonus points for Stephen C. Foster here in the bonus round. Add everything together, and Stephen C. Foster scores a respectable 43. You can see that the accessibility score and the comfort score hurt the Wandering Weekends campground score, but if you're looking to get back to nature, Stephen C. Foster will do that for you for sure. There's no cell service, or very little cell service anyway, and tons of wildlife. You can get on that boat, get out in that swamp, and we really had a good time at Stephen C. Foster. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, it really helps the channel if you guys share this video. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing.